It's strange, isn't it? You can live here, you can stay here, you can look at this view every day, but you never go across there. You never cross that bridge. Well, today, I'm going to cross that bridge.
If you thought you knew Bali, think again. Come see why getting lost in Bali is the best part of staying here.
We're only 5 minutes away from Sanur. Yeah, I can still see it just over there, over the mangroves, but we're a world away. This is Serangan Island. Not quite off the map, but definitely on the developer's radar. So the big thing I hear you saying is, yes, there's a bridge, yes, Serangan Island's here, yes, you want to get over there, but what's there when you get there? Well, to start with, there's temples. You've got the Pura Sakenan Serangan temple. There's also another couple on a pilgrimage through the island, but they're in the economic zone that you can't get to at the moment unless there's a proper ceremony that you've been invited to. There's also a Muslim mosque here. You've got the beachfront areas or the fishing front areas that look over to Sanur and then to Agung. You've also got a lot of warungs on the waterfront and just a bit of backstreet life of how real Bali. You've also got an area that used to be predominantly tourism that is now more a local village that's being encroached by development, and you can see how those people live day to day. It's an interesting day. You know, it is only a half day, a full day. You've also got the turtle conservation, which in itself could take an hour, and you can do a boat trip out and do a release. So there is a lot over here if you've got the inclination to come down that 10 minutes down the highway. Let's go have a look at the temple. Have you ever noticed the black and white checkered fabric around trees, around temples, around sacred sites? Well, it's called polang. And polang is not the fabric, polang is actually the black and white checker. And it's to symbolize the sacred or the sacredness of a tree. Hello.
Hello.
How are you this morning? Very good?
Good morning.
Yes, I'm talking about the tree and the polang.
This Polang.
Polang,
Polang.
and that's to symbolize
This,
sacred.
orang tua.
Yeah, so sacred tree,
Yeah.
sacred temple. Ah, very nice.
Dan aku di sini.
Ah,
Hmm.
thank you.
Bersih-bersih ya.
Okay to go in temple?
Yes.
Okay,
boleh.
terima kasih, thank you. So this temple, the Puri, snap. So this temple, the Puri Sakenan Serangan temple, it's been here since the 10th century. And once upon a time when Serangan Island wasn't reclaimed, there was no bridge. You used to have to wade across the river or come across in a jukung boat. And that was back in 10th century onwards, even probably back into the early 1920s, 1940s. That was still the way people were getting across here, as a pilgrimage to pay homage at the temple. So when you arrive, they may or may not always be there, but at the moment there's two very large penjor at the entrance, and you've got them either side of the Chandi Bentar, which is the entrance, or the two pillars on either side of the entrance to the temple. Let's go have a closer look. The temple flows out onto the water, looks across to the mangroves. Unfortunately, it also looks across to Bali's newest mountain, the waste tip across at Sakenan. Not sure why they built a waste tip on the mangroves next to a river, but I suppose it has to be built somewhere. And in the West, we even have them in some pretty peculiar places. But it is a very nice spot down here. It's actually quite peaceful, it's tranquil. I can see why they had the temple out here when it was originally just an island. and there wasn't tourists and there wasn't a waste tip and there wasn't planes going above. Can you imagine what Bali would have been like back in the 10th century or even the 1900s? So the island lives in harmony with various religions. Here we are now at the As-Syuhada Mosque, and it's just in the middle of the town, just down the road from the Hindu temple. I was going to have a seafood lunch, but to be honest, there's not much open. I met a lady who used to have a warung on the beach before the beach was closed 7 years ago, and she said she does banana pancakes, so I thought, why not? Let's have a banana pancake for lunch, just like the old surf days. So you have gas burner. Did you used to have warung on beach before?
Yeah.
Well, I think I've got the best pancake in Serangan. Thank you, Mate.
Yeah, thank you.
So how long have you had this warung for? You've been here 6 years, or you had it at beach and then built over here? So mainly just surfers now. Okay. Busy this morning. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. These are just the little things. Get on the bike, go for a ride. Even if you don't ride a bike, 10 minutes down from Sanur, come across, get dropped off here. You can walk around. Your driver will take you down the main road, have a look at the port side, come down to Warungs, have something to eat, go to the turtle sanctuary, temples. Serangan's got a lot here if you want to do something different for a day. From sacred island to reclaimed land, locals used to say that you'd come across in dugongs or wade across in the water at low tide to visit the temples. It felt sacred, like a pilgrimage. But now, warungs that don't have many people, boats that go out to Lembongan but pretty much bypass all the shop owners. Life in Serangan is a hard life for the villagers that used to be on the beach that had the surfers and the tourists going over and locals going over, that's now closed off for development. And development's good. You know, it would create jobs. I assume it's going to create jobs. But it's been 7 years and the locals think it's going to be another 10. It's a long time not to have business. I've always been very sceptical of some of the turtle conservation projects, ones that to me look very touristy. So I asked the question on, is there a way to find out what's real, what's not? And there is a certificate you do get through the Indonesian Environment Minister that shows that you are a legitimate conservation project. Even though you're not funded by the government, you still have that certificate to say that, you do have the proper facilities, you're doing the right thing, etc., and that it's heading in the right direction. The Serangan Turtle Conservation and Education Project, everyone kept telling me it was closed. I drove past and it's definitely open. It's like someone's put a pause on it though. There's not as many people that used to be here, but they are still here. So if you wanted to do a day trip to Serangan Island, go down, have a look at the harbour, take a trip across to Lembongan, come and see the Turtle Conservation Program. So all the ones in here are like injured.
Yeah, injured.
Will they ever be released, or this size will be released? Yep.
Yeah, because it's maturity.
Yep.
So,
Okay. Yeah. So good for breeding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's here. They cannot do breeding. That's
Yeah.
why we release them. They just bury
So
it.
just burying now,
Yeah,
or
already.
taking up, or putting in.
Put in.
So when you rescue, do you get like someone says, seen a turtle on the beach, you go then dig
like
and
yours,
bring back?
For example, find a turtle nest and worry people can step on it. You call us, we take it and relocate here.
Okay. Yeah.
We focusing only in the crowded beaches, not
So
in the natural beaches.
good. So on natural beach, leave. Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you, in natural beach, if someone tells you, do you fence off, or do you just let be natural?
We're
'Cause-
checking the area. If the area a bit lower,
Yeah.
we rise it a bit
Yeah.
on the top.
Yeah.
Make sure not get splashed by seawater.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
the wave. Like a bit abrasion.
Yeah.
And the incubation is around 2 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where it says Asal Telur, Serangan, found on Serangan, Jimbaran. Okay, yeah. So mainly from this area.
Yeah, this area.
Yeah. At Sanur, there's like turtle, lots of conservation. Are they all conservation or some tourists?
Some tourists. The conservation project, you need, like this is for the government. Of course, they need it, the permit and everything.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
also, we join with the Udayana University. Name it conservation project.
Yeah, but you
the
need a-
project.
And do you have something that shows that, like, do you get a certificate or no?
we have
that
it.
says that
We have
this
it.
is real.
Yeah, we have it. we
Yeah,
have it.
good.
Later I can show you.
No, I don't need to say.
Yeah.
Just so when people do see them, they can go.
Because we put on the wall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's also like student marine biology. We have we open it
Yeah.
to do like observation or research.
Observation scientists,
Yeah.
research. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the babies.
So how old would these ones be?
3 days.
3 days, so just hatched.
And that's one is twin Siamese.
Ah,
Maybe
okay.
you never saw it.
I haven't. Is that rare?
Really rare.
Yeah.
I've been volunteer here start from 2015. This is first time. I
First
saw it.
time?
Yeah.
Okay. And what is their survival chance?
And because this first time,
Don't know.
we don't know.
Okay.
That's
Hopefully.
why we do observation.
Yeah,
right now.
yeah. So what size do these ones stay here
Like
for?
this one, we not keep for a while. We not keep it too long because we don't want they change the instinct the turtle because you need to feed them. Of course, if you keep too long, and a lot of people doing release project like that, the thing more bigger, but not always working like that.
Okay.
I saw with many project like that, they're releasing like 6 months old.
Yeah.
Yeah, other guests come here, they told me, why you not release bigger turtle? Because it's more bigger change. Not working like that.
Yeah, okay.
You feed them, they organize people, you
Yeah.
release,
They
don't
come
know
back.
how
Yeah.
to eat.
So smaller, better to let them go
Yeah.
smaller. Fish, sharks, birds,
Yeah, it's
but
natural.
some will naturally get
Yeah,
through, and
natural.
that's why they have lots of eggs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then even fish, they have 1,000 eggs because they know not all of them can be survived.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, for me.
Okay, so that's what proper conservation
Yeah.
educational places should have, a government
Yeah.
certificate. Yes. Yeah. So you have a lot of tanks, but
Yes.
not many turtles at the moment.
many, yeah.
Is that a good thing?
If your project got it, it's more or less
it's-
turtle. you
Yeah,
have.
yeah. You'd like to have not as many big ones because then not so many injuries.
Because the most hunter, the small one like that,
Yeah.
to make a trophy.
Okay. Yeah.
Dry it, peel it, and put like on the wall
Yeah.
like that.
Okay. So try to get a bit bigger before. So the big takeaways from today, being here at the Turtle Conservation Area, is that not all conservation areas are the same. This one, not for profit. Well, firstly, this one is open. So all those little stories online, Google that it's no longer here, etc., etc. There's a lot of people here, and it's definitely open. So I would say, come down to Serangan, have a look at the foreshore, have some food with the ladies that used to work on the beach, and then come, definitely have a look at the Turtle Conservation Area. Have a look at what they're doing here. It's a not-for-profit organisation, so there's no entry fee, it's a donation. When you're in here, you'll have someone like Wayan with me today that comes in and will show you extensively around, give you the whole rundown of what they're doing here. But they're not being paid by the government. It's not for profit. Those donations are what keeps it going. So come and have a look. They're doing some very, very good work here. So walking along the waterfront, I see a lot of houses, seaweed being dried out. There's fishing huts, fishing boats, community sheds. There's still a lot of life going on in Serangan, and the village still has that real Balinese village feel. Serangan Island definitely has a seafood scene in its restaurants. You've got them all along the waterfront, and some of them, especially like this one here, Warung Manis, have exceptional views across the water, the Jukungs, over to Mount Agung. There's also a lot of bigger ones here that are currently being renovated. I think Serangan will see a resurgence soon, and people are getting ready for it.